Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. Dear audience, I will give you a affectionate listing some different ideas of metal welding project on different ways and different method, and also describe the some welding joint types and some welds type. Dear audience, the weld joint is where two or more metal parts are joined by welding. There are five types of welding joints, or the butt, corner, tree, lap, and edge. Butt joint, it is used to join two members aligned in the same plane. This joint is frequently used in plate, sheet metal, and pipe work. Corner and tree joint. These joints are used to join two members located at right angles to each other in cross section. The corner joint forms an L shape and the tree joint has the shape of the letter T. So as lap joint, this joint is made by lapping one piece of metal over another. This is one of the strongest type of joint available. However, for maximum joint efficiency, the overlap should be at least three times the thickness of the thinnest member of the joint. So as edge joint, it is used to join the edge of two or more members lying in the same plane, like you see in that picture. In most cases, one of the member is flanked as seen in that picture. This type is frequently used in sheet metal work for joining metals 1 over 4 inch or less in thickness that are not subjected to heavy loads. In that picture also, that type of welded joint is edge joint is mostly used because in that project, in that ideas, also edge joint is mostly used. Some types of weld in that ideas are also I should describe. One is bed surfacing, plug, slot, fillet, and grooves. That's all type of welding used in that video. A weld bed is a weld deposit produced by a single pass with one of the welding passes. A weld bed may be either narrow or wide, depending on the amount of transverse oscillation, side means side to side movement, used by a welder. A weld bed made without much weaving motion is often referred to as stinger bed. On the other hand, a weld bed made with side to side oscillation is called a weave bed. Several weld beds applied side by side are usually used in surfacing, which is a welding process used to apply a hard, wear resistant layers of metal to surface or edge of warm out parts. So a fillet welding is triangular in shape, and this weld is used to point two surfaces that are at approximately right angles to each other in a lap, tree, or corner joint. So as in plug and slot welding or weld made through holes or soles slots in our member of a lap joint. These welds are used to join that member to the surface of another member that has been exposed through the hole. So, groove weld also may be referred to as a butt weld, or simply weld made in the groove between two members to be joined. The weld is adaptable to a variety of butt joints as seen in that picture. Go weld may be made with one or more weld beds depending on the thickness of the metal. If two or more beds are deposited in the groove, the weld is made with multiple passes layer as shown in that picture. In that, the build-up sequence refers to the order in which the beds of a multiple pass weld are deposited in the joint usually. Before adding the next pass, the previous pass need to cool down to certain temperature which is called the interpass temperature. Also before adding the next pass, the surface of the previous pass need to clean from slag, especially with SMRW using a right brush or the approximated method. So some parts of welding joint, one is root, one is groove, one is specified requirements in that welding in these welding process. The level angle is the angle formed between the prepared edge of member and a plane perpendicular to the surface of the member. The groove angle is the total angle of the groove between the parts of the joint. For example, if the edge of each of two plates were beveled to an angle of 30 degree, the groove angle would be a 16 degree. The groove radius are also in your eyesight. The groove, the root opening, the root penetrations, the joint generation, the weld reinforcement, grind, and some other cases. So, when we weld something, the face are also the toe, the root, the filed weld, leg, fillet weld, throat, size, fillet weld, and fusion zone and heat affected zone are also uh, faced befront in your ideas, befront in your other types of generated of a thing of a piece of a metal. So I think, dear audience, my video and my ideas are much inspired you, I think. And if my video and my ideas are beautiful and well understand, then like my video. Thank you very much.